Hey guys, Felipe here with another haircut video. This is yet another simple and easy haircut that anybody can do. We're gonna be doing a number 2 on the sides, a little trim on top, taper on the back, and we're gonna be trimming that beard. So let's get into it. First of all, like I said, I'm going to be using a number 2 guard just on the sides and back. What I'm doing here is basically I'm taking the machine with the number 2 guard and I am going straight up in the air. I am not following the head shape. I am scooping just a little bit as I get to the edge when his head is starting to curve in. And so what that does is just pretty much just helps me blend the two to the top. So do that on both sides and back. Very simple haircut. This is a haircut that anybody can do. I mean, all we're doing is just one guard on the sides and a trim on top. So if you're just starting out and you're still not confident about doing any other kind of haircut, this is a pretty simple haircut. Now I take the number 3 guard just to be safe and going through the same area just to blend that in a little bit better. I am going to be blending in everything with the scissor over comb technique, so don't worry too much about that yet. Right after that, I take my Slimline Pros and I just go ahead and start setting the shape up. As I said earlier, we are doing a skin tape up on the back, and so I set the shape up and on both sides, of course, and then I start setting that initial guide for the skin. I am not going up too high. This is more of a natural skin tape up or taper, whatever you want to call it, and so I'm not bringing that line up too high. After I set the skin line, then I begin my fading process by opening the lever, and then I close it a little bit, remove that bottom line. I take the 1 guard, I open the lever, close the lever, remove the bottom line, and so on and so forth. Remember, we did a number 2 guard on the back, so we don't have that much to fade. It's just a 0 to a 2. And then I am going to taper out the sides just a little bit, just using the number 1 guard. I am not going down to the skin. That's the client's request. So moving forward here with the scissor over comb technique, just blending that midsection. I do like to divide my haircuts into 3 sections: the sides and back, the midsection, and the top hair. So here we have reached the midsection, and I am just using that scissor over comb technique to blend that in. There's no gimmicks, no tricks, there's nothing special about this. This is very straightforward. We reached the top hair. So what I'm gonna do is I am gonna use that midsection that I just blended. I'm gonna use that as my guide, and so I'm gonna start cutting his hair using a scissor over finger on the right side of his head, because that's the side that he comes to. Using that as my guide, I'm gonna work my way from front to back and side to side, just giving a little maintenance trim. I'm not taking any length off. Trim here to maintain the length and just get rid of those ends. Like I said, it is really simple. This is a haircut that I literally can do in 15 minutes. I can really do in 10 minutes, but I would never give somebody a 10-minute haircut. Alright, so once everything is cut to the proper length, I'm gonna take my texturizing shears and just gonna work around the head on the midsections and a little bit on the top, just to add a little bit of texture. And that is it. That's the haircut. The haircut is pretty much done. I am moving forward to the beard. The beard is also a very simple process. However, it can be very intimidating if you don't know how to trim a beard. All I'm doing here is, remember, I did a number 1 taper on the sides, and so I just got to fade from the 1 all the way down. So I take the 1 guard, the 2 guard, and then once I set a foundation, which is from a 1 to a 2, I just freehand everything. He wants a beard that is very straight on the sides, kind of a fade, make his head look squared, symmetrical, and keep the length on the bottom. And so I like to just freehand the sides with my Slimline Pros. And once I do that, I lean the client back and start working on the bottom line here on the Now I'm just lining the cheeks up with the razor just to create that nice sharp line, and there it is. That's the haircut and beard trim, guys. Adding a little bit of product on the hair, and that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please leave a comment, thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Peace.